What's good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. The theme of today's video is borders of the world. So the locations on this map always lie at the border between 2 or maybe 3 countries. With that out of the way, let's get into things here. I'm going to try and get as many 5Ks as I can on this episode. So let's go. First one here, immediately Cambodia. We got the Cambodian flag in the middle of the road. So getting the country here was never going to be the issue, but whereabouts are we? So I'm noticing that this looks like the border crossing over here to me. There's like a fence that normally would be a good indication of a border crossing. And if we're crossing west out of Cambodia, then yes, we could be crossing into Laos, but this feels very built up to me. It's either going to be on this border here with Thailand, or perhaps it is actually possible that we could cross west on a few of these angles going into Vietnam. I think the Thailand option is simply more likely at this stage. And given the fact that it's quite flat here, I don't think it's like on this border here, right? That's quite hilly, at least for the most part. So I'm thinking maybe more so around here, like maybe this town here, Krong Poi Pet. That could make some sense to me. It seems like it's got a big divided road here. Maybe it's not divided actually, but I still want to check this one out. Do we have a roundabout? Because we should see a roundabout somewhere. The angle of the road is definitely wrong. So it's not this border crossing here, but I still like this idea. It's a divided road, so there actually shouldn't be too many options just like it. What about this one here? Is this a divided road? The 57 does not appear to be divided. It also is a straighter road than that. That's a bit too curvy. Oh, the 48 here is divided. Okay, this one has some potential actually. On this one, the angle of the road is wrong. We can see by lining it up north that this is the kind of angle we need, like drawing it across like that, and this is just not steep enough. Okay, we're running out of Thai options here actually, because I'm assuming this is going to be a yellow road. Ooh, now this is the one I was discounting because it was too hilly before, but it actually looks plausible. Okay, we have the Grand something casino and hotel. Oh, and there is a casino there, Sabai 7. I mean, maybe it's just really common to have casinos on the border, but yeah, we have another one here. This is should be a casino behind us as well. Actually, that does look correct, right? Now, which way does the road bend there? We want it to bend south, and it's really hard to tell if it bends south or north, actually. So we have to confirm with something else here. We have the border patrol. That might be that building. Yeah, that might be that building there. Okay, I like it. I like it. The problem is this road does not appear as divided, whereas in real life it is divided. So that could be an impediment to us getting the correct answer here. I feel like the way this hotel is shaped looks like this building here, right? And it also has a hotel symbol. So I would say things are just kind of poorly mapped here, and we are actually there. And we're standing in front of the entrance of this casino here, which should be this one here. So yeah, we should be just across the road, like exactly here, I think. And yes, we were. Excellent, 8 meters away. Great start, that's a 5K. I want to get as many of those as I can. Next one here, we're in the same part of the world. These are Laotian flags, or actually no, Cambodian flags again, I think. Wow, 2 Cambodia in a row, that's fun. This time we're also exiting to the west. What are the chances of that? This has got over 1,000 locations, there's no way. So probably just the Thai border again. Can we make that out? So Cambodian flags there, and Cambodian flags there. And so yeah, this should be Cambodia over here. So I do agree that this west here is the other country. The architecture here is very like Thai Cambodian, of course, that makes sense. So I do think Thailand is easily the most likely option here. And this time it's a huge border crossing, but it's a bit more rural. So that's what we're kind of going to look for here. The angle is kind of going southwesterly, I suppose. I'm not really seeing many such valid options here. Like, there's a few border crossings, but none of them feel grand like this one. And if they are, they're normally in cities. So, what about this one here? Again, there's not really like a proper border crossing there. I'm expecting this to show up at least in a yellow. Now, this border checkpoint has the wrong angle. Well, this one has some potential. No, again, it's too much of a town there. Ooh, that looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Okay, how does this bend around? Oh no, it bends around east. This one actually looked kind of correct on the map, but the angle of the road is pretty wrong. And just like that, we're kind of out of options. Okay, this is not good. What about all the way up here? It's still possible. Ooh, this at least seems possible to me. Okay, so angle bends around like that. Is this a divided road? At least maybe. And we have this big parking lot here. It might just be poorly signed again, at least. But then again, we'd want the road to continue southwest, and it just doesn't here. It actually goes more western instead. So that at least felt plausible. I didn't mind this one, but I feel like it is wrong, unfortunately. So this time we have no business names, so it makes things a lot harder. It's actually kind of funny. Like, we're at the exact same angle as we were last time, going southwest into Thailand. It's making me really confused. Like, what about this one? I think we already checked that, did we not? Yeah. The thing is, we also see a town on the other side. So like this one I'm checking here doesn't make sense. We would see a town on the other side of the border. So I think that this is the best one we found. It has a town on the other side of the border. It has a bunch of buildings. The angle seems a bit wrong though. So I'm just thinking we're wrong here. That being said, I think it's going to be a white road because I think I checked all the yellow road options. And so I'm ready to go, even though I don't think this is the 5K. And it was not. Oh my gosh, this time we're looking southwest into Cambodia. That was my mistake. I'm looking northeast into Vietnam. Really? That's not how I interpreted what was going on, unfortunately. But I probably would have got it were it not for that fact, because this lines up much more, obviously. Even the wrong country there. We were in Vietnam. No? Wait, have I lost my country streak here? I'm inside the right country. I don't know. Anyway, we failed to get the 5K, which is what the objective is anyway. Next one here, we are in Rheinheim, which is in Saar-Pfalz-Kreis. Okay. This is the Landkreise, which is like the smaller regions of Germany, right? And I would assume this is the Belgian or Luxembourgish border based on what we can see here, although that's a French sign, actually. Okay, we're on the French border, and we're in Rheinheim. So somewhere from here to here, that's a pretty decently small place to scan. So I'm happy with that. We see Germany to our north. So probably in this region here. Okay. Can we get anything else here? Maybe the name of the town is also available on this side. But it seems like the usual signs are a little further over. But of course, because it's Schengen, you can see that we're, just crossing over it freely. Although you can see the road on the French side is a bit more, or maybe on the German side is a bit more dark for some reason. Interesting. That's the German bollards. So Rheinheim. I guess we just scan for it now. It's probably going to be a very small place, and there it is. Well, that was easy. We can see it bending off to the south there, so this is the 5K right here. We're just before the turn off, right, to this one, so we're just like there, basically. Okay, nice. 5,000 points. That was a lot simpler, but obviously we had a lot more information. This time we're in Pince, which is also called Pince in the other language, so that's useful. And we're entering Slovenia to our northwest, which would mean we are in Croatia, right? On a main highway. This should be a very easy one. Hopefully I can 5K this within a minute. So this could actually be a road I've driven recently, but I think it's a bit too flat actually to be the main highway between Ljubljana and Zagreb. Yeah, I don't think so. So we're probably like more on this side or this side. That being said, it's a big highway and the angle is perfect here. So no, because I know I remember the border. We kind of had a traumatic experience at the border, so it's actually not that one, but probably this one then, right? But it's not really a straight road. We need a nice straight northwest road going into Croatia. Otherwise, oh, it's actually Hungary. I should have just checked what was on this side. I mean, is there actually a good way to get Hungary here? Oh yeah, we had Hungarian language right here. So yeah, just, well, not the best work for me there. Oh, this could be more challenging. We're clearly on the Argentina-Chilean border. That is made perfectly clear, but I think we don't have much signage here. So it's somewhere down in the south area based on landscape. And here's our thing. Is this useful? I don't know what these are. Are these place names or are these like kind of instructions? I don't know. I think they're place names. Linguine is equivalent to Cinerife. Never heard of those places. Linguine. This is where my poor knowledge of place names is coming in, but definitely to the west, we may have some place called Linguine. Okay, on this side, this is what we needed. Parque Nacional Lanín. That should be very findable, I would say. So now we just scan for it, right? If I had to go for my true guess, it would probably be like around here. So let's just scan here. The national parks are often actually not named properly, which is potentially a problem. Let's get the road angle here. Yeah, it's like kind of directly east-west. It kind of does a little bit of a curl to our east and then to our west. Yeah, I can visualize that. Ooh, this one has potential. Lanín. This is not a national park here, theoretically. This is a national park. Bro, they're not named. Futa Liufu. Yeah, these are poorly named. And by that, I mean not named on the map a lot of the time, these dark green national parks in Argentina. Whereas in Chile, they seem to all be named, which is really annoying because we only have the name of the large one. So, but I did think it's further south here. I did think, based on the way the trees look, they just kind of feel like that southern part of Chile, right? And this is surely not Ushuaia. I mean, maybe, ooh, wait, could it actually be? Laguna Verde? It doesn't work like that. Like, we got the white car, which means it's driving from Chile. There's no street view over there, unfortunately, as much as I wish there was. So we have to go back to scanning northwards. Man, I think we're actually just gonna have to angle it up here. I'm gonna have to look at every way they cross. Okay, this one here is the one we looked at before. I feel like this is not forested. It could be, but yeah, I think it would look more like Patagonia on the arch side there. This one just looks completely wrong. This one also just feels like by the time we're at these low hills, it should be pretty much just like Patagonian landscape. Definitely same for this one. This shouldn't be forested at all. This one, probably the wrong angle, right? This one I'm kind of curious about. I think we would see the town, and more importantly, the road angle is wrong. This one is at least in a national park, and actually the angle is not too bad here. And then it should go around. Okay, that could be correct on the Argentinian side. And on the Chilean side, actually not too bad as well. Can we make out that word? It was Futa Liufu. No, I don't see it there. No mention of it here, but that's on the Chilean side that we wanted to see it. That being said, like, it's inside a national park. It's got national parks on both sides, and it feels like a forested area, right? It's still in the mountains, so it makes sense that there would still be trees. So let's see if we can see any of these places on this side. Liguine, it's just not visible to me, unfortunately. I don't know what exactly is going on, but I think at least road angle fits, and I guess we are on the Argentine side of the border, narrowly here, perhaps. I would click like this. I think it should be correct here. Wow, that really had me convinced, guys. And here was the actual one, and it was much more of a slight angle than I thought. That is crazy. Okay, so let's see here. Can we actually see those places? Oh, Liquine. Okay, Liquinia. Okay, and then on this side, Laguna Verde, we scanned this one. Oh, no, there was a Laguna Verde in Ushuaia as well. But did we scan this one? No, I don't think so. I don't think we went that far north. It's further north than I thought. And the name of the national park? Campo Grande. We don't actually have a national park name, so it would have been tough anyway, but there is the town that we were looking for, so it was possible, at least. So there we go. We got 3 out of 5 5Ks. I think the most impressive one was definitely the Cambodia, but let's go in for one more. Okay, this is Switzerland, clearly. It's not going to tell us which country we're entering, but to the southwest, we have this logo. That should be the German the German coat of arms, the German national symbol. And that is to our southwest, interestingly. So that's going to be kind of a rare angle. To our northeast, we have Switzerland. There's a lot of German border with Switzerland, but there's not too many ways where it probably intersects like that. And over on this side, we got Wunderkliegen, or something like that. Ooh, Wutoschingen is a similar name. Yeah, it says something like Wunderkliegen. I'm not sure if that's a place name. It doesn't really sound like a place name, but there's a lot of similar place names there. Wurenlingen. We want something starting with Wunder. Okay, can we read anything else? Not really. I think there's only generic things. If there is a place name, it's probably on this subtext or on this one, and I can't read either of those. So we're gonna have to do it the good old-fashioned road angle way, I think, here. And obviously we kind of failed at that last time, but I feel a little more confident this time. I don't think it's this yellow road. That's way too straight. It's probably going to be some white road, which is what makes life a little bit tough here. But if you think about it, Germany is to our southwest, so it's pretty confined to a few possible areas here. Ooh, how about this one, actually? Zollhaus. Do we have a Zollhaus? I don't think we do, though, do we? This doesn't look like a Zollhaus to me. This looks like a random farmhouse, if anything. So I would say not, then, for this one. It also looks like on this side we should have like a forest, but this just looks like a normal kind of, I don't know. Doesn't look right. Oh, Wunderkliegen. Never mind. Wow, I'm really glad I read that. That is actually indeed Wunderkliegen. So Zollhaus here is actually theoretically this thing, which, unless it's been updated recently, does not look as I expected it to. But we're in line with the actual building here, so we should be right there. Looking at this building, number 18. Can we confirm? There it is, number 18. Okay, excellent. Well, interesting round. We should be right there. And indeed we are. Fascinating. Okay, there's Wunderkliegen, or Wunderklingen, I guess. And what is the meaning? Wonderful sound, right? Something like that. Interesting. Next one here. We are in Grenzwache. So back in a German-speaking country. Makes it easier for me because I can understand some things here and there. And this time we're on the Swiss-French border, theoretically, which puts us in Switzerland, right? Or not, because we have the normal Google car. So this is France, and over there, the Schweiz, I would say. Or I don't know how you say Switzerland in French, because we're probably in the French-speaking part. We're on a main highway here. In addition to that, we're on the French side, and we're going southeast. So this should be a pretty freebie kind of round, I would imagine. So let's check this one first. Don't think it's that. I think the road we're looking at is much cleaner, much straighter. So what about this one? Okay, this one has some potential, actually. Kind of liking that. We have the overpass. So where would we see? We don't see the overpass on this one, actually. So we would, oh, hold on. That could be that, right? And then we'd have parking over here. Okay, we do see parking. We see to our northeast like a ring road. Is that correct? I'm not so sure. Down to our southeast, the road bends east. We see 2 bridges. I think we do see 2 bridges like this. And then the road bends like kind of northerly on a big intersection. It's not this one, but there was a lot similar. I thought we were going to be entering Geneva here, but maybe where elsewhere. This one had some potential, but again, road angle, I'm pretty sure is just wrong there, unless we were, yeah, it's not going to be correct. Basel. Could we be in Basel here? That seems pretty possible to me. Road angle here is nice. It should bend around a little bit here. We don't have that bend around, but we do have bridges going over. So I think this one is at least much more possible. The way that this bridge then turns around looks kind of correct and goes around the whole border crossing complex, but we don't have these buildings marked like these ones here with the big tarp roofs. I don't see where they are, so it sucks, but I'm not convinced. And that is the German border as well, so we're kind of out of options here. Here's an observation. If we look southeast into Switzerland, then if this is the correct one here, back to the one we were looking before, then we should see the Geneva airport. So can we see like the control tower or anything like this? These buildings here could be like, you know, they could fit with an airport. I could see that. What about over this side? It's possible. I just don't think the angles, you know? Just not convinced. Ah, I think I found it. Bridge here with the loop. Bridge here. Slight bend. I think what we observe up here is only a slighter bend than I thought. And so we got bridge, which looks like it contains 2 lanes. And then is this one a footbridge or a car bridge? Should theoretically be a car bridge as well. I'm not entirely sure, but this makes more sense. I think I found these buildings here as these 2 here. That's my thought. We're on the French side clearly, and then yeah, I guess like it does kind of feel like we're inside a city, so the fact that we would be over the border from Basel would make sense to me. But we had Grenzwache, so that would make sense, right? I think this is the 5K, and to confirm, maybe we can see this car park to our east. Yeah, looks like parking stuff here, I would say. Parking TIR. Yeah, I agree. I think it's surely correct. And finally, let's just get the angling. And yeah, that should be correct here. I'm gonna say we're right there. Okay, nice. Took me some time, honestly, longer than it should have, but still happy with that. Next one here. It looked like Australia for a second, but of course it's not. Australia has no land borders. Here we go. Bundesrepublik Deutschland. Ample opportunity in this seed to practice my German. And then we have Limburgers. Now, I should know what that means, but I feel like that is, I was going to say Belgium, but looks like yellow number plate, and these bollards should put us in the Netherlands. And over this side, do we have the town? No, but doesn't really matter anyway, because we've got a very straight road here, which should be very scannable at this point. So let's find it. First port of call up here, because I think that angle would fit quite nicely. This could be a yellow road or a white road in my opinion, but I would have expected that we could have found it by now. Ooh. See, that looks wrong. Actually, the angle's wrong. The angle of this road is kind of nice. The L480, and then it should bend around, which it does to the south, so that's good. The problem is that there's clearly a border like on that cuts off the road, so unless they've changed that, which I highly doubt, then I think this one's just wrong. In addition to that, it's very open and we would see houses here, so just one that baited with a similar angle. Wait, I've been looking in places where it was Germany to the northeast, but we actually want Netherlands to the northeast, right? That changes things. Oh, here we are, right? Yeah, that's just it. I'm actually a bit daft for that. I somehow didn't consider that fact, but we're there. Yeah, very nice indeed. Excellent stuff. Okay, that was pretty quick, all things considered. Next one here, back in Europe. There's a lot of Europe on this map, but that is where a lot of the Google Maps crossings actually happen, of course. San Marino, okay. And we're on a bridge. This should be a very fast 5K, if I'm any good, which, let's not answer that question. Okay, so southwesterly here into Italy, I would imagine is to our southwest. Yeah, that would make sense. And then it's just a matter of lining it up. We have a fairly main road there with a factory. Some kind of a big factory here. Okay, makes sense. We have a road running underneath the bridge here, just before we like got the river to our west. Ooh, that could make sense. Hiking trail there, river there. To our southwest, the road bends down south. Okay, and over this way we have significant buildings such as like Noxton, Robopack, and there's Robopack. Wow, I'm pretty happy with myself there, guys. That's a freebie. Excellent. Okay, moving on to the final one here. Okay, we have place names immediately. Let's get them. Lappi and Torino. Suomi, Finland is this side. That means Finland in 2 different languages. And over this side, presumably Sweden. Sverige. Sverige? I don't know how to pronounce that. Sverige. I don't know. I've been to Sweden 5 times now, but I can't remember how they pronounce Sweden. But that's how you say it anyway. That's how you spell it. So yeah, we're heading into Kemi and Kilpisjärvi. That should be very scannable very quickly. Here's Kemi. And we're just here, aren't we? Basically. Yeah, we're about to cross a river. Oh yeah, this is freedom. We should be right here, I imagine. And we come up to an intersection. It still seems okay, I think. A big roundabout? Yeah, looks good, looks good. Gotta confirm it though, let's not be hasty. We want to get the 25k. Okay, so we have the city market. That's what we can use to confirm. I think that should be it. And then we have an apartment building. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, wait, are we on the Swedish side? No, we're not. I think after 5k, but I'm finding it difficult to confirm here. I guess we'd be like there, right? And then we'd have this off-road. Yeah. That's a Swedish bus stop. Wait, am I tripping? We've got 5 strikes on the crossing sign. That's Finnish. We've got Finnish place names, Zentrum. Maybe it's just bilingual because it's the border town, I think. But hold up, like what? We should be, like to our north, we should have like the big complex here. So we should be like here. Yeah. No, everything makes sense, man. It's just like this. I would have expected like city market to be marked big here. Instead, it's just not marked at all. But this is the 5k. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, there we go. 25k in 16 minutes. It took me some time, especially for some reason the Basel round just took way too long. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know, guys, what you thought of this map. Hope you all enjoyed watching. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video to the end. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.